The problem with supporting small artists, part three. I want to talk about this guy right here, Bermuda Ye. He's signed to Pierre Bourne, Sauce House. I made a couple of videos about those guys in the past. It's starting to become a series at this point. Issues with small artists. My last video was about Chavo going to separate ways from Sauce House and going with his other label or whatever. But I want to talk about this guy Bermuda Ye in general. It's not necessarily a Sauce House specific subject, but this guy used to have a bunch of music. He used to have a mixtape called On Some Shit, and a mixtape called 1017. He used to be here. And I feel like if you're an avid music fan, or like a guy or a person who like listens to a bunch of independent artists, you're gonna relate to this a whole lot. I have a real issue with songs being removed off of streaming platforms. This guy removed about, I want to say like 4 mixtapes that I've been listening to for the past 2 years. One in particular, the 1017 mixtape. And this is an artist with like less than 10,000 listeners, I think. He wasn't necessarily a big artist, sort of up and coming, but his contemporaries and a lot of his friends have like, connections to bigger artists, and him being around, rubbing shoulders with these people, naturally that led to this guy making music or whatever. And I really enjoyed his shit, but as you can see, it's all gone. He had mixtapes, I want to say from 2018 all the way to 2023, and they're all gone. And it breaks my heart because I mean, it's like if you don't download these songs, you basically like, if the song gets removed, you're pretty much fucked. You can never listen to it again. It's like a weird fucked up lost media thing, you know. So I'm just kind of cope. This is a cope video, like, do we have to essentially just live in a music field where shit that we sort of like get attached to can just get snatched off for whatever fucking reason? Now, this guy is a small artist. I'm pretty sure that all the things came down maybe because of uncleared beats or whatever the case may be. Maybe like payment things, who knows? But whatever the issue is, the fans suffer because the music is no longer listenable. And the nigga is so fucking small as an artist that like there's nobody re-uploading it. So it's like, if the shit's gone, it's gone, And he has a SoundCloud, but everything isn't there. So it's just kind of like, what do you do? Like, I remember it was an artist that I discovered in a Discord. Well, didn't really discover him. He was promoting his music a few years ago. And I ended up really liking one of his songs. And I want to say like a couple years after he dropped that song, Spotify changed some rules with how they do like streams or whatever, or they did something to try to like curb bots or fake accounts or whatever. And a bunch of small artists ended up like suffering because of that, because like, they're small artists, they're independent. A lot of these people don't even get enough streams to like pay their own DistroKid fee like the next year. So this guy ended up feeling discouraged, deleted all his music off the internet, and it's just kind of like, So what is this gonna turn to? Like, do we need CDs back? Should I like start using iTunes where I, outright pay for the songs and I could just download them and own them? Because and how does that work with like would that even like be a feasible thing to do with like, small artists? Because it's just kind of like, man, dude, just the thought that I can't ever hear like on some shit where like I need an M and a real one and just certain songs off 1017, and you know, other songs that have gotten like removed off of Spotify because of like rule changes, or like, you know, just things being harder for smaller artists to, you know, keep their stuff up, or just like upload stuff. You know, the whole streaming thing is kind of like a big sort of learning situation for the entire music industry. I understand that, you know, people are figuring out better ways to like do copyright and you know, rights in general. So, you know, I think it has something to do with that. But, you know, it's a cold reality to know that, like, you know, anything that you can listen to on streaming platforms could just be taken down at any second. So, you know, yeah, man, I don't know. The key to this, you know, physical media, maybe, you know, purchasing songs directly from artists. But, you know, it's like, can't really gauge it, you know? But yeah, I just wanted to make a quick video about this. Thanks for watching. Check out Bermuda Ye's music. If somebody from his team is watching this shit, please bring the 1017 tape back. The on some shit stuff. And I mean, I don't know. Shit. Niggas like me, the fans fucking suffer when situations like this happen. But yeah, that's the end of the video.